Now, if you are planning to study in Australia, one of the things that you have to consider is whether you want to apply for your educational institute by yourself or you need to apply through educational agent. Now, if you're confident enough and you know what you're doing, for example, which university or institute to apply for, what sort of course you're going to undertake, and how to apply for your student visa online, you can do the whole process by yourself. But if you're not sure about any of this, then it's a good idea to actually consult with the educational agent who can help and guide you through the whole process. So here is a complete guide about educational agents. Now in 2018, around 75% of the student enrollments were done by the educational agents. Another quick fact for you guys, in 2018 itself, around 6,878 student agencies were helping and promoting Australian education throughout the world. So you can understand how important they are as a part of Australia's international education system. So first thing first, what these agents can do for you. So they can give you lots of information regarding study options, what sort of university you can choose, and other relevant information regarding studies. Apart from studies, they can provide also good information regarding the life in Australia. So for example, helping you finding accommodation, finding a job, what to do when you get sick, what sort of insurance can you take. They obviously can help you to apply for the institution and get your COEs. And if you're planning to apply for a scholarship, they can also help you with that. Unless they are registered migration agent, they can't really apply for your student visa. Now in Australia, if education agent is a not registered migration agent, they cannot actually apply for your visa. However, the same cannot be said when your educational agents are overseas. Now let's look at some of the benefits of using educational agents. Now first thing first, expert advice. Now many educational agents usually have really good knowledge about Australian education system, and they probably have sent hundreds of other students before you. And sometimes you don't know about the local areas or various study options that you can actually choose from. These educational agents can help you with that. The second thing is choosing the right course. Now a good educational consultant usually would understand students' personal interest and their needs before they suggest any course to them. So that's another benefit of using educational consultant, as they can provide you the right information about the right courses and the right institutions that meet your requirements. The next one is special offers and deals. Now consider these educational agents kind of a wholesalers as well. They can actually get a really good offers from universities and institutes in Australia, and they can pass this on to their customers in form of fee saving for them. So from time to time, universities and educational institutes in Australia can be giving some offers to these educational consultants. So you could get benefit from that. The next one is application forms. Now completing the application form can be really challenging for some people, and there could be confusions about what should I write in this column or what should I write in this box. Educational consultants can actually help you to complete these application forms. The next one is visa application. Lots of educational consultants actually work with lots of registered migration agents to lodge your visa applications as well. And usually it's a part of the service they offer to the international students. So that can certainly help many people to avoid the hassle of applying the visa by themselves. And last but not the least is helping in accommodation and jobs. Now lots of educational consultants not only having their office overseas, they have offices in Australia as well. That can really help many international students, especially when they're looking for support regarding jobs, accommodations, and many other things. Now let's look at some of the drawbacks for using educational consultant. The first one is biased opinions. Now as we know that most of the educational consultants make their money through the commissions that they get from the educational institutes. Now how much money they get will depend upon the contract that they have with the educational institute. But to give you a rough estimation, they can be earning anywhere from 5% to 30% of your school fee that you pay to your educational provider in Australia. So some educational consultants will actually direct you to the place where they're getting the highest commission from. The second drawback is the limited options. As every institution in Australia must have a contract in place with every educational agent, some educational agents actually don't have a contract with many institutions. So what happens is that they won't recommend you to go to certain colleges or institutions because they don't have those options available for you. So in that regard, sometimes you may have a very limited options to choose from when it comes to choosing the right course. And last but not the least is incorrect applications. Now there could be a chance that some educational consultants don't know what they're doing and they could be incorrectly completing your applications, which means that you could be getting a refusal from Department of Home Affairs for your student visa, which obviously can have a devastating effect on your career. So now the question is how to choose the right education agent. Now these are some of the factors we suggest you to consider when choosing an education agent. The first one is to research. Now as we mentioned earlier, every institution must have an agreement in place with an education consultant. So regardless of the country they are in, they must have an agreement in place with your institute that you're planning to study. So what we suggest you to do is check on the website of the education provider. So for example, if you're planning to study in University of Melbourne, go to their website and look for their agents on their website. Now by law, they should have a list of all the approved education consultants, whether they are in Australia or they are overseas. So that's your starting point to research if the educational consultant is actually registered with your education provider. It's also a good idea to research through friends and other people who have gone through the process before. So for example, if anyone has a referral for any good education agent, you can ask your family or friends, or you can ask someone who's actually studying in Australia if they know any good education agent in your area. Now you should consult few agents rather than relying information only from one. So it's a good idea to actually meet few educational consultants before choosing the right one for you. You should also ask them about the fees that they're going to charge, so you can compare the fees charged by other agents in your area as well. And it's important that you never pay the school fee to your agent. You always pay it to your institution. And ask them questions like, are they registered migration agent or they are just educational consultants? Or have they completed any certifications? As they can take a certification which will make them a qualified educational agent counselors. You can also ask how many students they have actually helped in the past for their successful visa applications. And before signing any agreement, make sure to read all the documents and terms and conditions carefully. And if you are unsure, you can always ask someone to read through those documents for you. And we highly suggest you that you get everything in writing. So if you're getting some information, it's always good to get them in the email or in any other written format, which could help you to save yourself if things go wrong. And very important that no educational consultant or educational agent can guarantee that you can get a permanent residency after completing your studies in Australia. A good reliable educational agent can always save you time, efforts, money and headaches. We'll make sure we put all the useful links in the description below, so go and check them out as well. If you have any ideas, opinions and thoughts, please put them in the comment section below. We look forward to hearing back from you. Well, we hope you find some value in this video. If you do, make sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.